Hello YouTube, it's been a little minute but we're back. This is Gugu and my little baby Landy. Today we're bringing you yet another kids natural hairstyle, and this is the rubber band and twist updo. And if you have not yet, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button to make sure you're not missing out on any more of our videos. Now let's get started. And as always, we are starting on some freshly washed hair, which has already been sectioned and put into twists. Now I'll explain or try to explain my parts as best as I can. I parted the hair once from ear to ear, then with the top section I parted it towards the back in a diagonal fashion, and then in a diagonal fashion again going towards the back. Now don't worry if my explanation sucks, you'll be able to get what I'm talking about as the video goes on. And now what I'm doing right now is working on that section and part, making sure that the parts are as straight as I can possibly get them. And once that is done, I'm going to begin work on the little section that I just sectioned off. What I'm doing now is just detangling it. What you will not see me do is add some coconut oil to the hair, but it's already in there. And next, I'm going to be adding this Eco Curl and Styling Cocktail, and all the products will be linked in the description box, so make sure that you check that out. And now, I'm getting ready to section the hair to start putting the rubber bands in there. And next, I'm going to go in with my soft bristle brush and just slick everything down before I add the rubber band. Now, as a side note, do not make this section too tight when you add the rubber band because it will get tighter or it gets pulled up, and you don't want to make this too tight because it will bump up your little baby or client, and we don't want that. And now I am going to be repeating the same steps going towards the top, so I'll just point out what is key. Make sure that every time you make a section, you are adding product because that adds longevity to this hairstyle. So with every section you make sure that you're adding enough product and make sure that you are detangling as much as possible. Now this is my method of feeding the hair in. I part the newly parted section in half like that. Then I'm going to feed the hair from the previous section through that half like that. And then I'm going to smooth all the hair or slick it down like this. And once that's done, I'm going to add a rubber band. I hope my demonstration is better than my explanation and you get what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to continue to do the very same thing up until the last section of that hair. And then once I add my last rubber band, I'm going to start twisting that little section of hair. And I'm going to add my product of choice, which is this Cantu Curl Activating Cream or Moisturizer, I believe. It will be linked in the description box. And then I'm going to add all my twists in. You can use your product of choice. And now next, I'm going to start work on my next section of hair, which is the hair on the other side. And what I'm doing now is just adding some coconut oil. And what I'm going to be doing with this section of hair is just adding twists to the hair. I'm going to proceed to add my product of choice, which is this Cantu Curl Activating Cream. I believe that's what it's called. And then I'm going to start adding my twist. I did a total of about maybe 10 to 15 twists on that side. It's just basic twisting, so that's nothing new. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for my audio if it happens to suck. My computer has to go to the shop. It's been giving me a lot of problems. That's why I haven't been able to upload tutorials as much as I want to. Don't worry, I will be back. Believe that. And this is how the completed front section will look. And now it's time to start work on the back part. It's really hard for me to get the parts I want while I'm filming. I've done this hairstyle before and I got perfect parts, and right now they're just mediocre. I'm my own biggest critic, so it looks alright, but it's not looking the way I wanted it to look. But anyways, the lines are supposed to go diagonally towards the top, not straight up, but more like slanted. And now what I'm doing is just adding some coconut oil to the hair, and then I'm going to continue doing the same thing that I did in the front, which is add product and then part and then add your rubber band. I do have a similar tutorial on my channel on a similar hairstyle, and that hairstyle is called the braided updo. It will be linked in the description box, and I am going to add a clickable card on screen right about now. And I'm just basically doing here the same thing I did on that video too. And it's not really much work to it and not much explanation. It's pretty easy and pretty simple. And at the top of this section again, after you add your last rubber band, you are again going to be twisting the hair. And now I'm starting work on my last and final section. Thank you, Jesus. And now I'm just adding my coconut oil and saturating the hair with that coconut oil. And that's my eco curling styling cocktail. And then I'm going to repeat the same steps again all the way up to the top. And once I get to the top, I'm adding my twist, and that's going to be it. Also to include, she did wear this for a whole school week, and if you so wish towards the last few days, you can let them wear it in a twist out. It's a bummer that I don't have a picture of her wearing this in a twist out because it turned out really cute, but we're always late in the mornings and we unfortunately don't have picture time anymore. And now the last step to this hairstyle is pulling all those loose twists together and adding a scrunchie to them. You can leave them hanging or pin them up or just swirl them in bantu knot fashion. That's going to be up to you. And then our nighttime routine goes like this. We just do baby hairs, and I always add Eco Styler gel to her edges with some coconut oil. And then I add my trusted styling papers, and then I put a scarf on her head. Now keep in mind, mummies, how well you take care of this hairstyle will determine how long it lasts. So treat it very well at night. And this is our final product. This was the next morning. This was a Sunday morning, and we were headed to church as always. And just in case you didn't know, there's a new dance alert called the Londi, I guess, and Londi is about to demonstrate that. And just so you know, she always has to do these little things at the end, and it's very entertaining for me to watch, and she has the most fun with it. So let me know in the comment section if you always watch until this end. And this is the same hairstyle that I did on my niece Cherish's hair, and then this is Londi's hair from all the angles that I could get. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at This Is Gugu.